Welcome to this cooking tutorial from Pasadena Public Library for Fry Bread, inspired by the children's picture book Fry Bread, a Native American family story by Kevin Noble Maillard and illustrated by Juana Martinez Neal. To make fry bread, you'll need 1 cup of all-purpose flour, around 8 ounces of cooking oil, a cup of hot water, half a tablespoon of baking powder, and half a teaspoon of salt. You may also need some tongs or a spoon, along with some paper towels, a plate, and a mixing bowl. You'll also need a stovetop and a pan to fry your bread with. First, you'll pour 1 cup of flour into your mixing bowl, half a teaspoon of salt, and 1 tablespoon of baking powder. You can use a whisk or a spoon to mix, but for the rest of this recipe, you'll be using your hands. Once the dry ingredients are mixed, pour 1 cup of hot water into the dry ingredients and start mixing with your hands. It's actually easier to wash your hands and mix without gloves. As you can see, the dough gets pretty sticky and can get stuck to the gloves, but you can do it with or without gloves. It's really up to you. If your dough is too sticky, you can add another half cup of hot water to help break it up, just like we did here. Once you're done kneading, you should get a sticky ball of dough without any cracks in it. Cover the dough with a towel and let your dough rise for 10 to 15 minutes. The longer you let it rise, the puffier your bread will be. While you let your dough rise, heat 8 ounces of vegetable oil over medium to high heat. The oil should be hot but not boiling. Once your dough has had some time to rise, remove the towel from the bowl and sprinkle flour onto a clean, flat surface. Break off a small piece of dough and roll between your palms until you have a tennis ball-sized piece. Then press your dough into the surface until the dough has been flattened into a 6-inch circle. It definitely doesn't have to be perfect, just make sure it's flat enough to sit at the bottom of your pan to fry. Carefully place your dough into the oil with tongs and fry until golden brown and poofy. This should take a minute or 2. Flip the dough and fry until the other side is also golden brown. You'll know that your oil is hot enough if it is sizzling. Again, it does not need to be boiling. Remove the bread from the oil with tongs and place on a plate covered with a paper towel. The towel will absorb any excess oil off of your fry bread. When the bread cools, add your favorite toppings. Taco toppings like meat, tomato, cheese, and lettuce are popular, or you can do a sweeter pairing like we did and add some Mexican chocolate or gingerbread on top. Fry bread can also be eaten on its own. And that's it. Thank you for watching this cooking tutorial for fry bread, and be sure to check out our other cooking tutorials at youtube.com/Pasadena Library.